This is my Ford 800. She's a mid-60s. I bought it in about the year 2000 as a project to do it up from this man, which is the second owner. And originally this started its life with a V8 petrol engine, and through the work that it was doing was converted to a 6V 53 Detroit 2-stroke engine. It still runs the main 5-speed gearbox and a 3-speed auxiliary joey box was fitted to it to help it in the lower gears when it was running its contract carting up to Northern Territory in Australia. This vehicle has never been repainted or anything of that sort, so this condition that it's in now is still original aging as of such vehicle would. 1984 this vehicle was parked and not started, and today hopefully will be the day that she actually turns over. Spent a little bit of time having to renew battery leads. They were quite corroded, and installed 2 new batteries in it, and as you can see she's a little rusty. Still original paint, what is left of it. A makeshift exhaust here to minimise how much crap blows out under my pergola. So this is just to get it up into the air. One bonnet hinge is rusted and removed, and the other one up here is a little bit rusty also. The radiator, a bit of a bugger. We ended up with a little bit of a leak down here on the water pump where she pumps up, and as things were sort of having to be added to the vehicle to do its job, the fuel filters are mounted up under the guard here. Fuel tank were quite scaly and diesel fuel was very stale, so just here in the process of priming up the fuel system, and we'll see how she goes. She has cranked over. It has a kind of air vacuum hydraulic brake system, and the air compressor you can hear cranking as she's going. But we cranked it to a point, and we have got oil pressure as she's cranking, so that we know that when she does fire up. Okay, we're going to try another shot at giving this here another bash. She's second night. Fuel's been priming for a little while. Oil pressure on that again, but still not quite gonna go. Now we're gonna try a little bit of persuasion and see whether this gives us a little bit of help. Straight into the blower that goes. Just a bit of a direct. We had fire and she won't stay running. A little bit more. She hasn't been run for 26 years, so can't assume that she's going to run brilliantly the first time round. It appears after giving the throttle opening up, giving it some higher revs and backing it back down, the idle's now come back down a bit more, so I'm just going to go and give that a few more tries, and that way hopefully we can catch and see what sort of smoke or whatever may come out of that exhaust. After 26 years this engine has not been run. Alright, after the little problems we had running before, she's changed its little tune again, and the lackluster throttle control that it had before is now seemingly righted itself, and to the extreme now will not idle, but you can hold a slight revs and she'll give a hunting idle. This way here we can actually see the exhaust now that she's got decent sort of throttle control, and actually starts a lot easier. As you can sort of see that with the idle, she won't idle. If I lift off the accelerator, she'll stall the exhaust, so we can see what that feel. Quite decent sort of oil pressure. And again, very, very happy.